Usage of is and are. We use is for one person or thing. We use are for more than one person or thing. This is a bag. These are bags. This is a frog. These are frogs. This is a boy. These are boys. Usage of in, on, under. Where is the bag? The bag is on the table. Where is the cat? The cat is under the chair. Where is the bird? The bird is in the nest. Where is the ball? The ball is in the box. Where are the books? The books are on the table. Where is the pot? The pot is under the table. Usage of can, can't. Birds can fly, dogs cannot fly. Men can speak, animals cannot speak. Sheep can move, pot cannot move. Deer can grow, chair cannot grow. Usage of how many. How many birds are there in the cage? There are 4 birds in the cage. How many flowers are there in the vase? There are 3 flowers in the vase. How many eggs are there in the nest? There are 4 eggs in the nest. How many books are there on the table? There are 3 books on the table. My family. Father and mother together called parents. Your brother or sister is your sibling. Your father or mother's father is your grandfather. Your father or mother's mother is your grandmother.
Usage of we, you and they. We are Raju and Ravi. We are Rani and Rama. We are boys. You are a girl. They are boys. They are girls.
Where do you live, Raju?
I live in Chalakudi.
Do you have a big house there?
No, we have a small house.
Is your family big or small?
Our family is small.
How many members are there in your family?
5 members in our family. They are animals. We are boys. You are reading. You are cats. We are friends. You are a boy.
A short description of J.L. Bayer's life, work, career, etc. is given below. Born August 13, 1888. Place Helensburgh, Scotland. Education Lomond School, University of Strathclyde. First World War interrupted his studies. Occupation Superintendent Engineer, Side Value Electrical Power Company. Invention in February 1924, first transmission of semi-mechanical analog television system. in 1927 set up the Worldwide Television Development Company Limited. From 1929 to 1935, the BBC telecast programs using the 30-line Bayard system. Death 1946. Write a profile of J.L. Bayard, the inventor of the television, using the hints given above. The newspaper. The world moves very fast and events happen very quickly in every sphere of life. People keep in close touch with the latest developments by reading newspapers. The newspaper is the pioneer in the field of mass media. The first newspaper was published in Britain in 1702. It became popular on the 1890. Nowadays, the newspaper has become almost as necessary as food and clothing. The primary function of the newspaper is to provide news of all kinds. Millions of copies are printed, read and discussed every day in our country. The statesman is anxious to know the latest developments in the political sphere. The businessman wants correct information about market conditions. The common man has a natural curiosity to know about almost everything in general. A successful newspaper caters to the needs of all kinds of readers, scientists, sportsmen, politicians, businessmen, lawyers, and job seekers. How is the newspaper helpful to students, businessmen, politicians, common man, sportsmen, scientists? Besides being informative, newspapers possess literary value too. They contain articles, commentaries, book reviews, stories, poems, biographies, etc. The editorials and lead articles in a newspaper exert much influence on its readers. They form and mold public opinion. Businessmen can advertise in the newspapers and thus reach their customers. The press has a scared responsibility. Its news and views should be true and impartial. The press also serves as a platform where the reader can express his individual and independent views on any burning issue of the day. The newspaper updates our knowledge of the world around us, but we should not blindly believe everything that is printed in the newspapers. News stories may at times be exaggerated or destroyed. Yet the newspaper has a very significant role in promoting national integration. While reading newspapers, you might have come across very interesting and informative headlines. You may now collect some newspaper headlines and examine their important features. Why do firms advertise their products in a newspaper? Why is it said that the press should remain true and impartial? Let us read. The limitations of the TV and the newspaper are mostly compensated for by the computer. The computer as well as the internet has brought the world closer. Here are a few headlines. Read them. Computerized irrigation soon in India. Computer assisted language learning. Computer to record crimes. Computer training for villagers. Computers have been used in Indian census. National network of police computers proposed. Bank work to be computerized. Electronic voting machine for election. Computerized booking system in railways. Wildlife on computers. How do computers help us? Discuss. The computer. The computer has become a part of the media only in recent years. In the 1960s and 70s, computers were mostly used by big companies and businessmen. Very few people could buy a computer to be used at home. In the 1980s and 90s, there was an incredible growth in computer sales. The popularity of the internet, the World Wide Web, and the email have made computers inevitable in the modern world. Have you ever thought about the advantages of the internet? It helps millions of people to communicate with each other quickly and cheaply. Moreover, it enables quick access to knowledge. How did man come to invent the computer? Man learned to count long ago, but the first calculating device he invented seems to have been the abacus. It is a wooden frame with horizontal rods, wires carrying beads. The counting is done by moving the beads one by one along the rod's wires. The first mechanical adding machine was made by Pascal in France and improved upon by Leibniz in Germany. But it was Charles Babbage of England who made the first calculating machine, called the difference engine, in 1822. Later, he designed the even more powerful analytical engine, but could not get it made. Its basic engine design is remarkably similar to the modern electronic computer. The processing of data with mechanical machines started with the 1890 US Census. It was done with punched cards and tabulating machines, designed and made by Herman Colorath. Later, these machines came to be used in business, industry, and the government for processing data. The first electronic computers were made in the late 40s in the USA, Germany, and England. NIAC, made in the USA, is the best known among these first generation computers. The invention of the transistor in 1948 led to the making of the second generation machines in the 50s. Then came the third generation in the 60s with the machines using the integrated circuits. The invention of the microprocessor in 1971 brought the fourth generation. With each new generation, computers have become more powerful, more reliable, smaller in size, and cheaper. The 15th generation, promised by the Japanese, is yet to come. Why? Mental health. Health of the mind is mental health. A sound mind in a sound body. Mental health is defined as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with the usual stress in life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to her or his community. WHO. Mental health is as important as physical health. Physical activities help to improve mental health. Social health. The social health is the ability of the individual to be in harmony with the systems of society. Man is a social animal. He has to interact with many individuals to live in the society. Through this, he develops a social relationship and attains social understanding. Sports help in developing better social health. The unity in physical activities provide ample opportunities for social interaction and helps to attain certain qualities like cooperation, coexistence, tolerance, equality, impartiality, etc. Our health. Learning outcomes. The learner understands the role of physical activities in attaining and sustaining holistic health. Identifies the qualitative changes in the skeletal system and muscular system of the body while engaging in physical activities. If we could give every individual the right amount of nourishment and exercise, not too little and not too much, we would have found the safest way to health. Hippocrates. our health. Let us familiarize with the various systems of the human body. Human body has strong skeletal muscular systems that support the body to stand erect. They help the body to move and to protect the internal organs from injuries. The skeletal system includes skeletons, cartilage, joints, and ligaments. Proper functioning of the joints is essential for making routine activities effective. It is muscles that control the complete movements of the human body. And special movements of the organs. The important function of the muscles is to make the body strong and movable. Physical health. Physical health is the ability of the body to engage in physical activities and the ability of the internal organs to perform various functions. We have understood in the previous classes that excellent physical fitness can be attained through physical activities. We can perform better through excellent physical health only. Sports stars like Danobarian could achieve great success only because of their physical fitness and health. Physical fitness can help us resist diseases. It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. Mahatma Gandhi. Health. The World Health Organization defines health as a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. The World Health Organization came into existence on 17th April 1948 in Geneva, Switzerland. April 17th is observed as World Health Day every year. Physical health, mental health, social health. World Health Organization. The radio. The radio is just over 100 years old. It was Marconi who invented an instrument to send the wireless message. He sent the first radio message in 1895. This marked the birth of the radio. It was in fact developed from the telegraph, which was invented by Cooke and Wheatstone in 1835. Later, it was perfected by Morse. The word telegraph is derived from the two Greek words telos, which means distant, and grapho, which means to write. The invention of the telephone by Alexander Graham Bell in the year 1876 was another revolutionary step in the field of communication. It became more popular because the person at the other end could hear the speaker's voice. What are the advantages of the radio over the television? Discuss. Write down your points. We surely live in a better world. Don't we imagine waiting for a fortnight or more for a message to reach us? Look at the cartoon below. What idea do you get? Let me see the cartoon, please. I must see the cricket match. I have my favorite cereal now. Let me see it. It's time for Ramayana. I want to see it. The television brings the world in front of us. Every day, everybody likes to watch it. Do you like to know something more about the TV? Now, read on. The television. The television is one of the miracles of science. It is not an identity box, but a magic carpet. Do you know who invented the television? It was a Scotsman named J.L. Bayard. Bayard made it possible to present moving and living pictures of men and events on the screen. In those days, it was only in monochrome. The color television became popular in the 1970s. Its vast potentialities as a powerful medium of mass communication cannot be underestimated. It is indeed one of the best sources of entertainment and enlightenment for all. Programs on subjects like health and hygiene, nutrition, family planning, and agriculture are of immense help to men and women, especially in rural areas. The television plays a very significant role in educating the farmers on the use of different kinds of fertilizers and pesticides and new methods of cultivation. In addition to giving villagers professional guardians, the television can present a whole variety of cultural programs as well. Man is born in the stream of culture. The invention of the television has enabled him to enjoy and see with his own eyes the cultures of different people living in different communities. Why do we say that the TV is a magic carpet? How is the TV helpful to the people in rural areas? How is the TV helpful to the farmers? In what way is the TV helpful to propagate culture? This medium of audio-visual communication has a very powerful appeal. It can therefore be used for educational purposes also. Lessons on science, mathematics, geography and other disciplines are often telecast. In order to educate the public, more programs on traffic rules, health and hygiene, law and order problems, etc. are also to be included. The TV programs usually deal with many other subjects and topics of current importance. A man, after a day's hard work, may switch on his television set and derive immense pleasure. He feels greatly relieved after the day's fatigue.
Nowadays, when we want to communicate, we either email a person or send an SMS. Everything happens by the clicking of mouse or the pressing of a few buttons. It was not so in the near past. Most people wrote letters, put them in an envelope, got them stamped, dropped them in a post box, and waited patiently to hear from the other person. Way back in the 1850s, letters went down horseback from the east to west of America. One freight company decided to speed things up by hiring 80 men to take the mail to west on horseback. In 1860, the Pony Express was formed. The riders for the Pony Express were chosen for their lightweight as well as their riding ability. Most of them were young boys. The route they undertook was a struggle one. It went from San Joseph, Missouri to Sacramento, California, a distance of over 1,800 miles. Each rider rode a total of 75 miles, changing ponies at different stations. The mail was carried in 4 leather boxes which were attached to a special saddle blanket thrown over the saddle. The changing of ponies was done into 2 minutes. The speed was a bonus because it cut the average delivery time from several weeks to about 10 days. The fastest trip was made in 7 days and 17 hours. This record was set by the rider carrying President Abraham Lincoln's first message to the US Congress. The poor riders had to ride through unknown terrains. Some routes exposed them to attacks from Red Indians and led them through dangerous territories. Newspaper advertisements for riders listed one important requirement: orphans preferred. Though exciting, the Pony Express was a short-lived experiment. It lasted for only 19 months. By then, there was a telegraph line from coast to coast. This was definitely a faster way of sending messages. But the invention of the radio brought in a great revolutionary change in the field of communication. Air pollution is an issue which concerns us all alike. One can willingly choose or reject a food, a drink, or life comfort. But unfortunately, there is a little choice for the air we breathe. All what is there in the air is inhaled by one and all living in those surroundings. Air pollutant is defined as a substance which is present while normally it is not there or present in an amount exceeding the normal concentrations. It could either be gases or a particulate matter. The important and harmful polluting gases are carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, ozone and oxides of sulfur and nitrogen. The common particulate pollutions are the dust of various inorganic or organic origins. Although we often talk of the outdoor air pollution caused by industrial and vehicular exhaust, the indoor pollution may prove to be as or more important cause health problems. Recognition of air pollution is relatively recent. It is not uncommon to experience a feeling of suffocation in a closed environment. It is often ascribed to the lack of oxygen. Fortunately, however, the composition of air is remarkably constant all over the world. There is about 79% of nitrogen and 21% of oxygen in the air. The other gases forming very small fraction. It is true that carbon dioxide exhaled out of lungs may accumulate in a closed and overcrowded place, but such an increase is usually small and temporary unless the room is really airtight. Exposure to poisonous gases such as carbon monoxide may occur in a closed room heated by burning coal inside. This may also prove to be fatal. What is more common in a poorly ventilated home is a vague constellation of symptoms described as the sick building syndrome. It is characterized by a general feeling of malaise, headache, dizziness, and irritation of mucous membranes. It may also be accompanied by a nausea, itching, aches, pains, and depression. Sick building syndrome is getting commoner in big cities, with the small houses, which are generally over-furnished. Some of the important pollutants whose indoor concentrations exceed those of the outdoor include gases such as carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, and organic substances like spores, formaldehyd, hydrocarbon, aerosols, and allergens. The sources are attributed to a variety of construction materials, insulations, furnishings, adhesives, cosmetics, house dust, fungi, and other indoor products. Byproducts of fuel combustion are important in houses with indoor kitchens. It is not only the burning of dried dung and fuel wood which is responsible, but also kerosene and liquid petroleum gas. Oxides of both nitrogen and sulfur are released from their combustion. Smoking of tobacco is in the closed environment is an important source of indoor pollution. It may not be highly quantitatively but significantly hazardous for health. It is because of the fact that there are over 3,000 chemical constituents in tobacco smoke which have been identified. They are harmful for human health. Microorganisms and allergens are of special significance in the causation and spread of disease. Most of the infective illness may involve more persons of a family living in common indoor environment. These include viral and bacterial diseases like tuberculosis. Besides, Infections, allergic and hypersensitivity disorders are spreading fast. Although asthma is the most common form of respiratory allergic disorders, pneumonias are not uncommon but more persistent and serious. These are attributed to exposure to allergens from various fungi, molds, hay and other organic materials. Indoor air ventilation systems, coolers, air conditions, dampness, decay, pet animals, production or handling of the causative items are responsible for this hypersensitive disease. Obviously, the spectrum of pollution is very wide and our options are limited. Indoor pollution may be handled relatively easily by an individual. Moreover, the good work must start from one's own house. We are special, together. We are special together. We are special together. Languages learning from GMG Academy. Languages learning from GMG Academy. Follow us for more tips on securing your future. Please subscribe our YouTube channel. The language has music for those who listen. The language has music for those who listen. Be positive, everything is coming together. Be positive, everything is coming together. Smiles are free, but they are worth a lot. Smiles are free, but they are worth a lot. German, English, spoken English. Don't get better. Get better. Don't get better. Get better. Always do what you are afraid to do. Always do what you are afraid to do. Knowledge is in free. You have to pay attention. Knowledge is in free. You have to pay attention. We are thankful for today. We are thankful for today. Pupil and time will teach you more than books. Pupil and time will teach you more than books. Five ways to achieve your goals. 5 ways to achieve your goals. 1. Believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself and remind yourself that your goals are as achievable as anyone else. Number 2. Visualize a destination. You should plan your journey and visualize yourself accomplishing it. Number 3. Compelling reason. You need to realize the reason you want them in the first place, and you need to find what motivates you. Number 3. Compelling reason. You need to realize the reason you want them in the first place, and you need to find what motivates you. Number 3. Compelling reason. Number 4. Anticipating rewards. Anticipating rewards is a great way to stay motivated while achieving goals. Number 4. Anticipating rewards. Anticipating rewards is a great way to stay motivated while achieving goals. Number 5. Positive attitude. Cultivate a positive attitude and surround yourself with the people who believe in you. Number 5. Positive attitude. Cultivate a positive attitude and surround yourself with the people who believe in you. Was this helpful? Be sure to save this post so you can come back to it later. Was this helpful? Be sure to save this post so you can come back to it later. Stop comparing yourself to people who started 10 years before you. Focus on your own journey. Stop comparing yourself to people who started 10 years before you. Focus on your own journey. I don't take revenge. I just ignore people. I don't take revenge. I just ignore people. No one is perfect. That's why pencils have erasers. No one is perfect. That's why pencils have erasers. It's going to be always about me first. It's going to be always about me first. It's going to be always about me first. Don't call it a dream. Call it a plan. Don't call it a dream. Call it a plan. Stay a mystery. It's better. Stay mystery. It's better. Stay a mystery. It's better. When you wish good for others, good things come back to you. When you wish good for others, good things come back to you. The sun will rise and we will try again. The sun will rise and we will try again. Wake up and smile, because today can be a great day. Wake up and smile, because today can be a great day. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. I am still holding secrets for people who are throwing dirt on my name. I am still holding secrets for people who are throwing just on my name. Be patient. All things are difficult before they become easy. Be patient. All things are difficult before they become easy. Positive thinking must be followed by positive doing. Positive thinking must be followed by positive doing. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. I hope the days are come easy and the moments pass slow and each road leads you where you want to go. I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow and each road leads you where you go. Don't quit. God is going to restore your peace, your sleep, your health, your family, your finances. Be thankful for yesterday. Be grateful for today. Be hopeful for tomorrow. Always do your best. What do you plant now? You will harvest later. Change of any sort requires courage. Mary Annie Redmaker. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. They fear love because it creates a world they cannot control. George Orwell. They fear love because it creates a world they cannot control. You go through 3 stages in life: losses, lessons, and blessings. You go through 3 stages in life: losses, lessons, and blessings. Education is the passport to the future. Education is the passport to the future. Education is the passport to the future. Whoever makes you cry will cry for you one day. Whoever makes you cry will cry for you one day.